Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Model Airport Review Season 2. In this season, I will review all of the awesome model airports made by all of you. So, let's begin with our first airport. Starting with our first model airport, it is the Snow Peak International Airport based in Colorado, USA, and it is a 1 to 400 scale airport. The airport looks stunning. As the name suggests, it is Snow Peak International Airport, so it has to be covered with snow throughout. It is, and the beautiful United 767 is standing here, and the overall looks are very nice. The details on the runways, the markings, the terminal, and everything is awesome. Now, coming to this image, I really wanted to show you this because look at the regional side. First of all, the gate A1, A2, and A3 are dedicated for regional departures, as I can see, and the other three gates and the terminal look absolutely realistic. I can see United Airlines branding in the background, different type of aircrafts, and it's just stunning. Now this is an overall view of the airport covered with snow, the terminals, the parking area, and the runway, the ATC tower. Everything looks so beautiful, so detailed, and just awesome. So this airport is really a winner worthy. Although this airport has everything a model airport would need: modeling grass, perfect taxiways, very precise details and markings, aircraft, terminal, ATC tower, and everything. But it just misses one thing: lights. It is very nice to see a model airport which is illuminated at night. So it is definitely winner worthy, but the lights are missing. Next, we move on to Hilton Head Island Airport in Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, obviously in the USA, which is a 1 to 400 scale airport. And this is a very small airport, looks like a regional airport with precise taxiway marking, concrete tiles, modeling grass, and a very few aircrafts. I really like the different tints of grey used at the diorama, but it just lacks the ground service equipment and some aircrafts. There are very less aircrafts and ground service equipment, and the terminal also looks okayish. Now in this image of an American Airlines retro livery aircraft, there are many details such as precise taxiway markings, concrete tiles, different tints of grey, and modeling grass. Yet it, as I told you, does not have some things which a great model airport should have. So overall a great airport, yet missing some details. Next we go to South Florida in the USA to the Palm Wave International Airport, which is also a 1 to 400 scale airport. I think most of the airports that I got are in the USA. So this looks like a clean airport, and this also features nice amount of detail and a lot of marking, such as the rubber tire marks on the taxiways, the GSE access road, the markings on the runway, etc. This is how the runway looks, neat and clean, and this is written "I love Palm Wave International." I really like the image of this Hawaiian A330 with the ATC in the background and with also one more airplane in the side. This image is also very nice, and overall this is a great airport, but you can also add a background to your airport and some more aircraft stands or a terminal to make it bigger. The next airport is Northview Airport in the Atlantic Ocean, which is also a 1 to 400 scale airport. Now this airport looks big, but the main detail that is missing is the base. The diorama should be always made using a wooden block painted with grey color, different tints of grey, or you can also take grey paper. But in this case we have white paper with pencil shadings which does not look realistic at all. And I'm not sure whether this is modeling glass or not, but this looks like modeling glass, and at sometimes this looks like paper as well. Now we have sufficient amount of space in the airport, and there are multiple aircrafts and taxiways. We also do have an ATC tower. Well, the aircrafts look very less in number, but it's okay. Now I really like this image wherein in the foreground we have a Delta Airlines branding billboard, and in the background we have a Delta Airlines A350 itself. So this image looks stunning. So overall a nice airport, but my suggestions would be add a grey paper or grey paint on the base, add more aircrafts, add ground service equipment to your airport, and add a background which will add insane realism to your airport. Now we come to Norway for our next 1 to 400 scale airport, which is the Tromsø airport. And I really wanted to show you this airport as this is one of the most favorites I have got. This is not too big or a small airport, yet the ice effect that is given in this airport is just truly awesome. Although the airport is small and has less aircrafts, but the terminal, ATC tower, markings, aircrafts, it has everything. Even a GSE access road and a lots of ground service equipment which fulfills everything. And now this image is just magnificent, wherein this SAS A320 is getting de-iced and pushing back for its flight out to somewhere, and the terminal in the background. I just really like this image. This looks very detailed, and the snow on this airport also contributes to its realism. This Dash 8 with GSE all around and a British Airways plane in the background and with small people also looks very realistic, and I also love this image. So in the end, I think that this airport is also a good contender for the winner. Now we come back to USA for this next 1 to 400 scale regional airport, the Central Plains Regional Airport in Nebraska, USA. This airport also looks good, but it is quite small and I can't see a terminal anywhere, although the amount of details such as the taxiway markings, the ground service equipment, the modeling grass and everything looks good. But I can't see a terminal, and we have very limited images for this airport. But overall this airport also looks very nice. Now we change our continent and have a look at the Greenway International Airport in New South Wales, Australia. This airport is a 1 to 400 scale, although it looks 1 to 200 scale with immense amount of detail. Look at this image. I am in love with this image. This Emirates A380 boarding and the catering truck and the detail around it is amazing. Now this airport is previously reviewed by me and I love this airport. And yet again, this is another one of the best airports I have got. And this is the overlook of the whole airport with giants and cargo section, clean uncomplicated taxiways and immense amount of ground marking, ground service equipment and details. Now this is a picture that shows that the airport also lights up at night, which looks absolutely beautiful. And the Qantas bus here in the foreground, this looks very nice, and I'm very curious that have you made it or you bought it from somewhere? Please drop a comment if you're watching this video. This image also looks good with 3 different aircrafts, and we can also see a cargo section at the airport, which is also a good addition and I really like it once again. Now before moving to the last airport of this season, I would really love if you subscribe the channel, and if you have already done, thank you so much, and we are really close to 300 subscribers. Please hit that subscribe button and let me reach 300 subscribers as soon as possible. Now, our last airport, which is the North Los Angeles International Airport in Glendale, California, and once again in the USA, which is our first 1 to 200 scale airport of this season. Now, this airport has blown away my mind. Like, seriously, this big, this realistic. Look at the lightings, the aircrafts, the markings, and everything. And in the background, I can see hundreds of Gemini jets in different boxes of 1 to 200 scale airplane models. Good job. I just love it. And now have a look at this image. We can see a building getting constructed, two parallel runways, taxiways, the ATC tower, and this image also showcases your true love for aviation. We can see all the airplane models, a hanging airplane model, your model airport, and those 4 airplane seats all in one frame. We can see a hotel. I guess this is a hotel, a construction site, a road, parking, those runway lights absolutely blown away my mind, and everything in this airport also did. Now I guess this is the daylight image of the airport, which also looks stunning. And I don't think that this airport misses anything, but it just misses a background, which is not a necessary detail but a cool addition to your airport. Now this image has to be the best image of this season. Now just have a look at this. The immense detail on the taxiways, the ground markings, the light poles that actually illuminate, the different tints of grey, the ground markings, the FedEx truck, and everything are so, like, such small details are kept care of, and hats off to this person who has made this airport. Each and every aircraft and everything that you have made contributes to the insane realism of this airport. Now, without saying, you guys might have understood that this is also a great contender for the winners of this season. Not actually great, but the best contender. So guys, all of the airports given by you were stunning, and the winners will be announced soon on this channel in the coming few days. So all the best. I hope that you might be the winner. Thank you for watching.